I used to think I was indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. What's going on, guys? Mike with Iceberg Gaming here with today's World of Warcraft gold farming guide video for today. Now, we've got about 10 days left until Dragonflight, so I've got 10 reputations for you that you should grind right now. Now, we have the WoW's 18th anniversary still giving us reputation gains, plus there's not a whole lot else going on right now, so you have plenty of time to get these reputations grinded if you are interested, and it will set you up for future gold making opportunities very well if you do one or all of them. I've got a little bit of something for everyone here in this list. We've got reputations that give you materials. We've got reputations for crafted transmog. We've got transmog farms. So pretty much every profession, I believe every profession is represented except for alchemy. Unfortunately, alchemists don't really usually make a whole lot of money off of previous expansions. They mostly only make their money off of current expansions. This is not a ranking list. These are in random order, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to run, what works best for you, what works best for your gold making strategy. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Starting things off, we've got mana tombs. Now we have to do this reputation. We have to get to Revered in order to do the heroic mode of the instance. So to get to Revered, we are going to just grind the regular instance. And the regular instance is fantastic for getting reputation, not reputation, but patterns and transmog items. It is just a great farm even on the regular mode. The reputation we are specifically grinding in Mana Tombs is the Consortium, and I believe that normal Mana Tombs is the best way to level up that reputations. Now, there isn't really any specific reputation item that you're going to want to get. None of the patterns or anything sell that well. You basically just want it to unlock the heroic mode of Mana Tombs. If you guys have been following the channel at all, you know that Mana Tombs is my favorite transmog farm, and up next is another one of my favorites. Up next, we are looking at the Tillers. Yes, the Tillers reputation in Mists of Pandaria. You can use the Tillers to make your own little farm, and you will be farming up tons of materials. I have plenty of guides up on this, as well as Mana Tombs. I have full playlists on Mana Tombs and on the Tillers farm up on my channel, so you can check those out for more information. But basically, you'll do the Tillers reputation until your farm is completely set up with the 4 rows of herbs, and then you can plant whatever you want in here. Personally, my recommendation, if you're just going pure for materials gold farming, would be the Snake Root, which gives you the Mists of Pandaria ores, the Trillium, and the Ghost Iron ore. If you're purely looking for gold making, those would be my suggestion for you to sell. Otherwise, you can combine this farm with your transmog and craft a bunch of cool stuff with these materials as well. Next up on the list is our first crafted transmog farm of the list. For this reputation grind, we are heading to Fellwood, and in my opinion, the fastest way to get there is to portal to Mount Hyjal and then fly over. And we are headed up to the northeast corner of Fellwood to the Timbermaw Hold, and that is the reputation we're going to grind. Now, you don't have to get very far, you just have to get to Friendly to get into the Timbermaw Hold. And then the reputation vendor is Malosh inside the Timbermaw Hold, and then he or she has got some patterns in here that we're looking at. Now, the specific patterns that I recommend are the Warbear Harness and the Warbear Woolies. I have sold a ton of these for a great price. This is one of my favorite crafted transmogs. You can also look at, this is leatherworking, by the way. You can also look at the Might of the Timbermaw and the Wisdom, etc. These require Honored, and they are both leatherworking and tailoring, as well as I think there's some blacksmithing in here. That's tailoring again. Classic leatherworking. So here's Revered at leatherworking. So you can look at these for yourself and decide if any of them are worth it to you, but the ones that I recommend are the 2 Warbear pieces, and they only require Friendly with the reputation for leatherworking. Our next rep grind is also good for leatherworking and also blacksmithing characters. So as you guys know, if you've been following the channel, I do recommend that your blacksmith and your leatherworker be the same character, and this is one of the reasons why. For this rep grind, our leatherworking and or blacksmith is headed to Shatrath in Burning Crusade. I'm not going to do a full rep guide, but to grind Aldor reputation, there's a lot of quests you can do, as well as you can turn in Marks of Sargeras and Marks of Kil'jaeden, as well as Fell Ornaments. And once you have your rep, you can visit the Aldor Quartermaster at the Aldor Bank. There are also some tailoring patterns in here that you can look at, and I do actually recommend you do this on a tailor as well. So tailoring, blacksmith, and leatherworking, this is all for you. I changed my mind. But we're looking at these Flamebane stuff is good, Flame Scale, and the one standout item that I have found is the Flame Heart Vest, which is tailoring. And you have to get to Exalted for that. So get your Tailor to Exalted for that, for the Flame Heart Vest, and you can look at the other stuff as well. There's a lot of good stuff in here, so I definitely recommend the Aldor's Reputation. Next up, I've got a little something for you jewel crafters out there. Jewel crafters, you're headed to the Caverns of Time, and you're going to be running the raid, the Mount Hyjal raid. This will give you the Scale of the Sands reputation, and inside of the Mount Hyjal raid, right at the start, you will find this Heaper of Ancient Gem Lore. This is the Quartermaster, and there are tons of jewel crafting patterns that you're going to want to get. And you're going to go all the way up to Revered to collect them all. Gotta catch them all. Now, the best ones that you're going to want to make sure you get are the ones with the Crimson Spinal. These are the red gems, and you earn all of those at Friendly. So if you want to stop at Friendly, you can. I do recommend you pick up all of them and just go through your TSM and craft everything that is profitable. But for maximum efficiency, just get to Friendly for the red gem patterns. And our next rep is also a jewel crafting rep. Now, you're going to head to Shathrath City and then take the portal to the Isle of Quel Danas. To grind this reputation, there are a ton of quests here that you can do, as well as daily quests, and the 5-man dungeon Magister's Terrace is a great way to grind rep. Once you have your reputation, you're going to go to Eldara Dawnrunner, the Shattered Sun Quartermaster, located right here in these little huts, right by the flight path. And to get all of your jewel crafting patterns, you are going to need to hit Revered with this reputation. Jewel crafters, you want to go for 3? Alright, we'll go for 3 in a row with jewel crafting. So next up, you're going to take your Jewel Crafter to Pandaria, specifically the Jade Forest. A fun thing to keep in mind when doing this or any Mists of Pandaria reputation grind is that you can use your Tiller's Farm to grind reputation after you've got your Tiller's Farm set up. There are daily quests for each reputation to grow a certain crop. So check that out if you're looking to grind a reputation in Mists of Pandaria and you've already got your Tiller's Farm set up. To do this reputation, you're going to head to the Arboretum in the Jade Forest, which is this location here, and you're going to go through the quest line to raise your Jade Dragon from an egg. Another thing to keep in mind with reputations is that if you've done the rep on another character on your account, you can buy the Grand Commendation to increase your bonus rep and get there even faster. Now, the reason that we are here for this farm for the purpose of gold making is to get these patterns here, the designs for jewel crafting. These are mounts, and mounts always sell very well. We've got a Jade Panther, Sunstone Panther, Ruby, Sapphire, and Jeweled Onyx Panthers. Now, these are all jewel crafting mounts, so get to crafting, and you'll sell these like hotcakes for sure. And they are from the Serpent Keeper San Red Scale here at the Arboretum, right next to the flight path. The next 2 reputations are also in Pandaria, so just remember the things I said about the Tiller's Farm, and the commendations apply to these next 2 farms as well. And Enchanters, I have not forgot about you. You're up next. Enchanters, you are heading to the Shadow Pan Garrison in the Townlong Steppes on Pandaria. This is a daily quest reputation grind. You are going to be doing daily quests to get this reputation. And then once you do, Rushi the Fox is your quartermaster, and the item you are looking for is the Tome of Illusions, Secrets of the Shadow Pan Enchanting Formula. This will only appear on the vendor if you are an enchanter. These Tomes of Illusions always sell very well. There's lots of them for other expansions. I have a whole video about the Tomes of Illusions, so check that out if you're interested. But this one specifically is from this reputation. Next up, as I said, we are sticking in Mists of Pandaria. This time, you're going to want to bring your blacksmithing character. And take your blacksmithing character to the Dread Wastes on Pandaria, and you're heading to the Klaxxi the Klaxxi main town. And to grind this rep, there is a long quest line that will get you through Revered, or through Honored, and then after that, you're going to do your daily quests every day to get the rep. And after you've got your reputation done, you're going to Ambersmith Zik, the Klaxxi Quartermaster. And once again, the items in question only appear if you have a blacksmithing character and go to the vendor with your blacksmithing character, but there is a ton of blacksmithing patterns in here that require Honored. Now, the ones that I recommend you focus on are the Masterwork ones, but you can look at all these, probably not the shield spikes, but all these are good transmog, especially Masterwork. Masterwork is always a great selling transmog item. And for our final, last but not least, reputation, we are headed to Wrath of the Lich King, and this is not a profession farm, so you can take any character you want here. Really doesn't matter. Just whatever you're best geared or whatever. Maybe a character with a speed set would work. I don't know. But no professions required, so any character will do. And you're going to bring your character to Sholazar Basin on Northrend. In Sholazar Basin, you have the choice of working with the Oracles or with the Frenzy Heart Tribe. And you're going to select the Oracles for this gold farm. And the reason for this is that at Revered, you can buy a Mysterious Egg, which will give you a couple of really good pets that sell for a decent amount. The Proto Drake Whelp is the best seller as far as price goes, but these all actually sell pretty quickly. The Tickbirds sell for a little less, the Cobra for a little more than the Tickbirds, but the Proto Drake Whelp is the one that sells for the most for sure. So there you go. That is 10 reputations that I recommend you grind now to set yourself up very well for future gold making opportunities. We had a little bit of everything. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what you think I missed. Obviously, there are plenty more reputations out there for gold making, but I just wanted to make a list of 10, so I made a list of 10. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to my YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you for making this channel possible.